Hello, and welcome to another episode of Worst Collection Ever. This is the show where we tell you about the worst comic book collection in existence. And it just happens to belong to us. I'm Jen.
And I'm Sean. I am in a mood.
Here. Yeah, you're definitely in a mood.
We just behind baseball, we just recorded for like a half hour. We recorded what I believe was going to be the full episode. And we're using this StreamYard platform. We're trying this stuff out, trying to make this work. And we used it last week, and I was like, okay, we could do this better. And of course, I start this recording, and I'm recording like my own track on my end, but I didn't record the actual like recording here on StreamYard so that Jen could be a part of the show. Yeah,
so it's all Sean, like, having a one-sided conversation with himself.
Yeah, can you imagine that? That's like some sort of art piece where I'm just talking about shit and there's no witty banter on the other end.
That'd be funny, actually.
Yeah, right. But nonetheless, we are here.
We are here.
And I just wanted to talk real quick about DC announcements at the Comic-Con in New York.
Yeah, so that's been going on.
There's also Marvel announcements, like Marvel is there too, but the DC
Marvel
stuff
is also doing things. Apparently, they announced the end of the Ultimates universe soon-ish, but that's been going on this weekend, and they've announced a lot of stuff. They announced, obviously, the Absolute Catwoman, like 6-issue miniseries. So excited yet worried, because
Yeah, you were expressing your concerns about.
Yeah, it's just, Scott Snyder also wrote Batman Eternal, and like literally every single time Selena's not on the panel, it's just Julia Pennyworth being like, I don't like that woman. She totally sucks. Fuck that woman. Blah, 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 blah. And Alfred has taken that up in Absolute Batman number 13.
So Julia Pennyworth, I forgot to ask this, like, because wasn't the whole thing in the first issue?
That's Absolute Batman, but Julia Pennyworth exists in Batman Eternal as well.
Oh, damn, but we're talking about Absolute Catwoman's going to be in...
Oh, I don't know that. I don't know if Julia Pennyworth is going to be involved. What does she have to do with
the Absolute...
What I was saying is, in Batman Eternal, Julia Pennyworth is bitching constantly about how much she hates Selena.
Okay.
So that has been like a theme that we find in Scott Snyder's work because he wrote Batman Eternal.
Okay, that makes more sense. Sorry.
Absolute Batman number 13, Alfred is the one who picks up the fuck her, let's talk bad about her mantle. So I don't know if I trust what this miniseries is going to be. So we'll see. I mean, I'll read it. I have reservations.
Well, I got you the Absolute Cat Batman from this month, which is a hot number.
Yeah, oh yeah, very excited about that one. It was very spicy. There's banging, so I was excited about it.
But what I was saying, but that's just sales-wise too. It seems like a lot of people are picking that up.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, Scott Snyder's been online being like, this is a key issue. You have to get this issue. It's so important to have this issue. I don't know. Maybe it's because like there is a part in this issue where the venom that they've put into Bruce that like seems to circulate through him now. He like channels it and literally runs into a Ferris wheel with his shoulder and knocks it into the water. And there's a very funny drawing with like a little guy going, wee! Like,
wait, is it an active Ferris wheel?
Yeah, people are on it. And he hits it with his shoulder into the pier and it falls in the water and there's a little drawing of a guy falling out of it. Which was very funny.
For a second, I thought you were going to say he ran into a Ferris wheel with his shoes on.
I hope he would be wearing shoes.
He was wearing flippy flops.
Flippy floppies, yeah. Just Batman wearing flip flops. Like Batman in his whole gear, except he's got like fucking flip flops because he's like, it's hot out today, guys.
Oh man, DC's summer event, flip flop summer. They're doing all sorts of one shots for everything. Let's do one based on everybody wearing flip flops.
I'd love to see Bruce just like trying to swing around Gotham wearing nothing but fucking flip-flops, trying to chase down criminals wearing flip-flops.
Clop, 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 clop.
Clop, 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 clop. Slappy, slappy, slappy. Like Nightwing is just like, I'm going to get you. Slap, 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 slap.
Yeah. There we go. Gotham flip-flop summer. There we go.
Yeah, flip-flop summer. So yeah, that was a thing. I did just see, before we started recording this, that apparently Superman will be fighting Captain Atom in KO. Now,
wasn't he fighting? What was he? What was it like? Did they change the brackets? I guess.
no, I think they announced people who have won the brackets. I think they announced the first bracket winners doing this panel, which
Well, I haven't read any of it yet.
No, I can tell you, but apparently I know who won almost all the brackets.
Well, don't tell me.
Okay, I won't tell you. But they did announce like a Superman v Captain Atom thing, and they had like pictures of them fight.
I've actually been reading a lot. That's a thing for another show, another episode. But I've been reading a lot of Captain Atom lately, and it's interesting. From the 80s, late 80s, early 90s series, and I'm enjoying it, but I'm also kind of like waiting for something to happen. And we're just getting some really odd stuff with Dr. Megala, his robot scientist buddy, and Dr. Megala's manservant, Babylon, who looks like a Vin Diesel kind of guy.
Nice.
And he's wearing like a banana hammock sometimes. There's some stuff going on in that show, man, in that book, man. It's I'm wondering where we're going, but nonetheless, I kind of gotten into Captain Atom lately. So there you go.
That's cool. Yeah, it's a good thing.
2 months only, Halloween hoedown at the House of Frankenstein.
Your favorite Halloween party returns with 4 brand new episodes featuring cinematic horror classics and horror-filled superhero tales starring Superman, Batman, and Spider-Man.
Pin the bandage on Boris Karloff as the Mummy.
You will not remember what I show you now, and yet I shall awaken memories of love and crime and death.
Do the locomotion with Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing on the Horror Express.
Are you telling me that an ape that lived 2 million years ago got onto that crate, killed the baggage man and put him in there?
Yes, I am. It's alive. It must be.
Bob for Apples with Hammer's The Reptile.
Get away from there! Get away!
Jam to the blues at this juke joint full of sinners.
We gonna kill every last one of you.
This September and October, join the Supermates at fireandwaterpodcast.com for the most happening haunt this side of the mausoleum, the House of Frankenstein. Halloween hoedown!
Lots of stuff going on, lots of announcements being made. But we're not going to talk about any of those things. We are going to continue chatting about the Superman, Batman, undead thing that we were talking about.
Undead, yeah.
Undead, last week. Actually, this would be a lot more fun if like Bela Lugosi showed up in it.
Or Bauhaus. If there's a Bauhaus concert, Peter Murphy's there.
It's fucking New Orleans. Where are the goths?
Yeah, right?
Where are they? Hanging outside Anne Rice's mansion before she went crazy?
Yeah, right. Where's Concrete Blonde?
Yeah,
playing Bloodletting.
Great album. Anyway, and this one I would have to say this is a pretty nothing happens in this issue.
Kind of a nothing burger, yeah. This is actually officially it's Batman Confidential number 45 from August 2010. And it is continued to be written and drawn by Kevin Van Hook and Tom Mandrake, respectively. And we should talk about the cover, because the last time we recorded this, we forgot to talk about the cover at the proper time. But the cover is Batman in the background holding up a voodoo skull of some sort. There's a pentagram behind him. And then in his cape, you get to see the picture of the werewolf guy, the werewolf we're meeting later. I mean, no, he doesn't become a werewolf. And he also has one really glowy red eye, so he might be a cyborg.
We're not really sure. I will say the voodoo stuff gets a little weird in this issue.
Yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense.
Probably not a good thing. Slightly racist.
Well, this particular book is called Part 2, Down in the Black Bayou.
Yes.
And I'm like, hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
So we start this issue with Batman and we're going to call him Demi.
because we were calling them Demeter, but I
we're
think
not
it's
sure
Demeter,
exactly how to
Demeter.
pronounce his name, so we're going to call him Demi. And they're fighting, obviously, these plastinated bodies and stuff, because that's where we left it. And we open it with Batman just being like, hey, Demi, does this happen to you often? And I'm not sure if he's trying to be funny or not.
He's
Sometimes,
a laugh riot.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is Batman supposed to be funny? Is he not? Sometimes he has a dry sense of humor. Sometimes he is the most humorless motherfucker on the planet. I don't know. And Demi's just like, well, not really, but, you know. So they're fighting, and Sean has a favorite guy here.
Yeah. I got because last week we had our dude, the concerned zombie.
Yes.
He was there, and he's in this one too, getting kicked apart or something.
Yeah, he gets his arm ripped off by Demi, and he just looks really sad and depressed about it.
Yeah, well, he knew it was going to happen. He knew.
Yeah.
He's like, guys, I told you last issue. You saw my face.
Yeah.
You saw how I looked.
Yeah.
And
I warned you that we shouldn't do this.
But my favorite guy is this Cabbage Patch looking motherfucker.
Yeah.
Or as I like to describe, if you're a child of the 80s, a Monchhichis.
Yes, definitely a Monchhichis. He also kind of looks like a sub Annabelle. Like, it's somebody who would do a ripoff of an Annabelle movie. Like, this is the doll they would use.
The Warrens keep this in the attic.
Oh,
they don't have it in that room. They can't fit in that room.
This doesn't go in the museum because people are just like, what the fuck is this? So
so it's this little monster guy, which I'm like, okay, so apparently this is a part of the exhibit. What part of the exhibit? I don't know. But it is this green, like sometimes he's green looking little squatty guy. Yeah. He's got these tiny little hands, like these little
itty bitty hands, yes.
Itty bitty hands, but he's got like this full human set of teeth.
Yeah, it's creepy.
And at one point you do get to see him, he's trying to bite Demi's elbow.
Yeah.
Which is pretty funny. He's like, it's I want him on the end of a pencil. I need him as a pencil buddy.
Yeah, you need a little pencil topper. It'd be so cute.
It'd be really fun.
Do you remember that Simpsons where like somebody put those false teeth in their mouth? Was it Abe?
Yes.
Just yes, that's exactly.
Grandpa. Yeah, Grandpa's like, oh, what if the sandwich tried to eat you? And he's
yeah, exactly. And he's like trying to make. I think it's Maggie laughed.
Oh yeah, Maggie's on the no Maggie. One of them.
Is it Maggie or it was one of them?
I think it was like Bart
baby.
put them in because they're fucking with Grandpa.
Yeah, maybe that's it. It's just like shoving the teeth in their mouth, and they're just like insane, like fucking rocks.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny. And basically, like, as they're fighting, it just stops. Demi's like, who turned off the thing? What it is that the guy, the doctor, Combs, who did the spell, like, didn't have enough time to really set up a good one, so it wore off.
Yeah, it was only like 45% good.
Yeah, all the dead people are now dead again.
Well, this is where Demi is like, oh shit, sunlight, I gotta go.
Yeah, he's like, oh my god, there's sunlight, I gotta get the fuck out of here. And Batman's like, because at first Batman's like, oh, don't tell me that you think that they all stopped because the sun is coming. And he's like, nah, dude, I'm a fucking vampire and I don't want to like get burned to death.
Weren't you in the last book we were in together?
Yeah, don't you know what a vampire is, bro? And he's like, oh, okay, so he leaves.
Yeah, he leaves, and this is where Batman he has to figure out what he's gonna do. So he's like, his plan is that he's going to go onto the roof and get his clothes. So he's like fucking Peter Parker.
But doesn't he investigate first?
No, because like I think we talked about
it's not going to be there when it comes back, is it?
What?
Like all like the body and stuff, all the blood.
No, he sees it, but then he comes back later. He does because it's weird. It's a weird thing because I'm like, or either that or he just takes like a day to like fudge around or whatever. But his plan is that he's going to put his tux back on where he hid it. I like Batman looking at this tux.
He's smiling about it. He's like
very proud of himself.
Love my tux. I believe you called it his walk of shame tux.
Sure was. Yeah, sure is, man. Now look at that.
Yep. He's going to put it back on and stagger into the hotel where everybody's just going to be like, shh. Don't say anything. We all know he's Batman. He's just pretending. So we get that, and I think, is this the part where we go back to him investigating? Or
No. We got to hang out with Combs in the Bayou first.
Oh, that's right. We go to Combs in the Bayou first. So Combs, who has cut off a dude's head at the end of the last issue.
Yes, the museum curator, yeah.
He goes through the bayou, and the bayou picture's fun because it's like he's climbing up like a ladder to this house on stilts, and there's like these little alligator things like in the foreground, and there's like a boa constrictor, like a huge one.
Yeah, the alligators look great here.
Everything looks fun, and he like climbs up to this woman who, I don't know, like raises up out of the floor. She's like some swamp witch.
Easily. The big easily. And
of course they try to write her, this old swamp witch, they try to write her speaking phonetically, which is questionable. So she has like a zombie friend who like, I don't know, a servant.
Yeah, she's got a crew.
And the zombie guy like makes Combs tea. And he's like, I'm here. And she's like, yeah, I heard you coming because you put that stupid tourist boat in the water.
He's like, okay, well, I guess in order for me...
I did what you wanted. I brought your son ahead.
Well, the first things first is like, she's like, hey, so I heard you set that spell up. And he's like, yeah, man, it was pretty sweet. She calls it like the fetish. I don't know if you caught that.
No, I mean, he kind of does have a fetish though.
Oh, he does.
Yeah, so maybe that's what she's saying. Like this guy has like a weird death fetish.
Yeah, he's a character. He's a weird dude.
So he's like, okay, I did the thing. I brought your son the head. Should I give it to him? And she's like, well, this dumb zombie over here isn't my son. My son is that ripped zombie behind you who's like wearing a loincloth and has like all the hair. And it is just like a sexy zombie for no reason.
Yeah.
She's like, that's my hot son. So I guess he gives the son the head.
Yeah, that was his little gift. Yeah,
where we leave it with them.
It's a museum gift. He's like, oh, I got you this museum gift. You know, It's a guy's head.
And you're like, oh, what am I going to do with this paperweight? People are like,
he collects heads. You know, he wanted a fat guy's head. You know, he wanted to try some human cheek. Some good jowls.
Oh yeah, delicious jowls. It's like, you've had pig cheek, but have you had man cheek?
Man cheek.
But not that kind.
Watch out for man cheek.
Not the gluteus maximus. We're talking like cheeks, like face cheeks.
The real cheek, okay?
The real cheek.
Hey man, you ain't a real hey man, you're not legit zombie unless you had real cheek.
So like, if you were gonna eat man cheek, I assume it would be skinned. Or if it's not, like if it's like you cook it like salmon with the skin on, like you gotta shave it, right? You don't want any prickly beard hairs.
You gotta get the epidermis off, you know, so you can maybe.
Well, I mean, if it's like salmon, you cook it with the skin on. So I don't know. Maybe you cook human cheek skin side down. I don't know.
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know.
It really is.
There's nobody we can ask. I need to know how to prepare human cheek.
You think Guy Fieri would know?
Oh, he does. He told me. Somebody told him.
Somebody told him. He's like going to Flavor Town and he's just like chopping on some dude's cheek.
just like he's watching like it's always like when you see him in those shows and like the dude's like, okay, I'm putting in cayenne, I'm putting in cumin, and he's like, I'm putting in human cheek. He's like, big flavor,
Yeah. That's right. He's just like a hype man.
I've never eaten at a restaurant. I don't think I've ever eaten. I don't even know what donkey sauce tastes like.
I don't want to know what donkey sauce tastes like.
I imagine it's some sort of extreme horseradish, but I'd rather just eat horseradish.
I'm assuming that it's probably just like mayonnaise and ketchup. Like everybody calls that something special, and it's just like mayonnaise and ketchup mixed together. You're like, you're not special.
Yeah, right.
So he's gonna eat the cheek. Then we go to Batman investigating.
Yeah, so this is where he's doing his. He's looking further into these emails.
Yes,
between
but his emails.
But his email, as we pointed out last week, this Andy fellow. He's got like an Italian last name, but I just remember him calling Andy.
Yeah, and he apparently has been exchanging emails with Combs, which is how Batman found him. And Batman actually goes and like looks on the computer. So there's this drawing of him from the back where you see his cape, but it's just his cape like flipped over the back of the chair so he can sit down and like just type on a regular ass computer.
I like Batman sitting in front of a regular computer, like he's
I
at
just
a
like
library.
Batman at a regular desk instead of like the fucking Bat Cave, which is kind of like a throne with a computer in front of it.
Yeah, he's like sitting there taking his SATs. Or...
Yeah. Oh, Batman probably got a 1600. He's smart.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I certainly hope Batman got a 1600, considering how smart he's supposed to be.
Either that or he totally fucking tanked it so people wouldn't know his plan.
Well, shit.
Batman didn't go to college. Batman was like, I'm going to go study things across the world.
Well, shit. It's like in Gotham.
I'll be back when I'm
like,
25.
When, like, what's his face is blowing up his fireplace or whatever.
Oh, yeah. He's like,
you know, and then he's like yelling at Alfred. Bruce is yelling. I was like, I built my own curriculum or something.
Do you know that never comes back into the show? Like, they go down there, like, they get Lucius Fox after they blow up the thing to get into the Batcave. Bruce finds out that the password was Bruce. Which is very funny.
Sure.
But he blew it up because he couldn't figure that out. Smart guy. And then he gets Lucius to like reconstruct it. And then it never comes back. He never goes back into it. They just sit in the fucking library for the rest of the show.
Oh, you know, they only had 6 seasons, you know.
No, but I mean, like, that was like the second season and they never went back into it. Oh,
that's right. That was. Yeah, that's right. That was pretty early because I was still watching then.
Yes, it was extremely early and they just never mentioned it again. Like this whole like Thomas Wayne had a Batcave thing, like just not there anymore, just gone.
I think the biggest dropped thread of that is when Batman in the I think it's like one of the first scenes we see.
Oh, where he loves metal. He's
listening to like Deicide while he's coloring or he's making some sort of art.
Yeah,
you know, he's got headphones on. And I'm just like, how come we don't explore that more? You know, his taste in music.
Yeah, great.
You know, like how come
question.
he's not flying in like his. You know, like it's not a thing where we integrate that into like the movies when Batman's like, you know, instead of, he's got to listen to something while he's driving or flying, you know, he's not listening to like police scan or shit. He's like, oh, I'm just going to listen to some Carnal Forge or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, which I think is a good idea.
It totally is a good idea.
Yeah. Well, he realizes that in these emails, there's information about this Mama Azili and also Effa, which is these are like gods, voodoo deities that one's with fertility and the other's like vengeance and like whatever. He's like, because I guess this Andy fellow was a big fan of voodoo research.
Yeah, that's what they were really talking about. And Batman's like, like there's the Elise guy or woman, and then there's another god that means like vengeance, and so one's of birth and fertility, one's of vengeance.
Yeah.
And when you put them together, I don't know, the dead come back to life or something.
Right.
And Batman's like, I really don't want to deal with that by myself. I need some help. So he leaves.
Well, yeah, we're not there yet.
Where he leaves?
Well, he leaves. He does leave, and we do get to see the blood stain.
Yeah. There's like the blood stain where the guy had he put like the curator got stuck through like a coat hook. Before he got his head cut off.
Yeah.
It's cool. It looks like a face hugger.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. It's a pretty thick blood stain here.
It really is. It's a nice thick blood stain. So that's where we leave Batman. And we are in a bar.
Yeah, we're in the bar with the vampire. Or with the werewolf. With the werewolf. My thing's all messed up here because I had we started talking about these emails and we jumped it again. We misplaced it again, but that's all right though.
It doesn't matter. The actual order does not actually matter in the story.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Because nothing matters except Batman decides he needs help, and we're introduced to Werewolf, and we see Voodoo Lady. Those are the things that matter.
We're at the point where the werewolf, Janko, from the Batman and Superman versus werewolves and vampires.
Yes,
and
he was hanging out with Demi in that book.
Yeah,
and he is in a bar, and he's like, hey, Mr. Police Officer, who's also in this bar, please arrest me and put me in jail. And cop's like, it's not a fucking Holiday Inn, bro. I can't just like put you in jail. And then there's like this dude with
he's a cop too, isn't he?
I don't know. Maybe it doesn't really say. He's wearing like a cowboy hat or something. And he just starts talking about communists. And he starts like yelling about being in the sand, which is Afghanistan.
Well, I'm trying to I'm reading this through, and I'm like, when does this come up where he's referring to Janko as a commie?
Oh, I think it's just like one of those things where it's like you're just standing there and some dude's like, guess what? Time to scream about politics. And you're like, oh boy, can't wait to be in the same room as that guy.
Yeah, because he starts talking about Afghanistan. He's like, oh, that's why we're in the sand.
He's like, they're all commies, blah, blah, blah. And Jacob's like, hey, bro, just FYI, I just wanted to remind you, the CIA actually propped up Osama bin Laden, trained him, and the Mujahideen. So that whole thing is sort of your fault.
Did you not actually watch to the very end of Rambo 3?
Who does Rambo thank?
Rambo
at
thanks
the very end.
the brave men.
The brave men, the brave
those are my buddies.
rebel fighters of the Mujahideen. Or
Yeah. He did, yeah. Janko actually is him. It's actually
he totally did, which he deserves. And then he
totally
smashes this dude's head into a table.
That's that's the follow-up.
Which is pretty great. And the cop's like, all right, now you're going to jail. So as they're taking him out, the car pulls up and it's Demi and his vampire-loving girlfriend who's driving. And Demi's like, I don't know, hiding under a sheet so he doesn't get in the sun.
Yeah, still sun time, yeah.
And he's like, oh, that stupid son of a bitch. Like, he got himself arrested and he should have just waited like 3 more minutes for us to get here. Now, whether Janko knew they were coming is never established. We don't know.
Yeah.
We leave them there. And then we go to night on the town in the French Quarter.
Yeah, Bruce Wayne's got to do his diligence here. So.
Bruce Wayne with 2 ladies. Uh-huh. He's got some ladies on his arm.
Well, one of the ladies is this lady from the previous issue, Kelly from Big Easy Lifestyle magazine.
Yeah, the one who's like, are you like hanging out like for like a social thing? And it's her with bad eyebrows.
Oh, she's got this drawing of her is very odd because she has a Joker kind of grin going on here.
Like the end of her mouth, like, I don't know, it's like halfway to her ear. It's insane.
It is. It really is.
Maybe that's why
she got
Bruce
this wacky eyebrow thing going here. It is currently is quite the scene.
Maybe Bruce is like, you look like Joker. Let's have sex, because that would just be weird, but also probably happens.
I have sex with all my enemies.
Yeah, actually, he probably does. If they're especially if they're female, find me one he hasn't slept with.
Has he banged Harley at some point?
He has in an Elseworld called like White Knight, I think it is, like to the point where they actually end up having a baby together and getting married. Yeah, no, I won't read that. Fuck that. Yes, he has banged Harley Quinn in that, which is gross. He's like, oh, and she's like, this place is like so cool, and he's like, maybe I should buy it because that sucks. Like, could you imagine being around a guy who every single time you say, this is nice, he's just like, I should buy this?
And then he does.
And then you're like,
come on, dude.
No,
it was fun that one time. It was fun once.
It was a really good time when we were at that fucking restaurant and those girls got in the fish tank and you gave them the maitre d' money. That was really funny and really cool.
Yeah.
It's not fun anymore because now it's been like every time we go out. And then you gotta say, like, do you know how many times I'm like, hey man, let's go to the next spot? And you're like, I can't. I gotta sign all these contracts because I just bought this fucking thing.
I gotta find the deed.
I gotta
go down to the city hall and sign the deed to this place.
I gotta call my lawyer. My lawyer has to come down here. And all I want to do, man, is just go grab a cup of coffee at Denny's. But you're gonna buy that fucking place too.
I just imagine doing that scene that whoever this person is, this fictional person is also is on the periphery of Batman Begins.
Yeah.
When he buys that, and he's like, yo, Bruce Wayne, man, that's fucking baller. Yeah, he's my boy.
That is the fat guy hyping each other up, except now this is rich guys hyping each other up. It's the same thing.
Oh, that sounds like such a delightful time.
Yeah,
if that was a thing where rich guys just being like, yo, capitalism, fucking nice.
I'm assuming, that's kind of what our government is, but yeah.
just dudes buying stuff, like, yeah.
Exactly, because he throws it down, he's like, booyah! Like Guy Fieri cheering someone throwing in cumin. Like, that's just what it is.
Hey, let's go get some human cheek. Which Bruce Wayne probably could arrange for Guy Fieri to show up and cook some human cheek for him and his lady friends while they swim.
He is rich, so I'm assuming he's already eaten human cheek.
Oh, he's eaten every part of the human, dude. He's
like,
he's done that for research.
Oh, you 100%. That's also, I have a theory that Batman has done every drug imaginable for research purposes. He's like, I have to know what it feels like when someone gives me cocaine.
Batman has also somehow, I think he's also injected a lot of household solvents in order to determine if they're, if he can survive them or not.
Yeah, he's like, this is what it feels like when somebody injects me with bleach. And then, like...
He's just trying stuff, dude.
He's just tricky. He's just experimenting.
And there's a dude by the way saying, yo, bleach, that's fucking tight.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. There's no manual for what he does. And so he's got to make it up on his own.
Yeah, right. He built his own curriculum.
He absolutely did. And so one of the girls are like, oh my God, zombies. And Batman, it just goes on Batman's eyes. He's like, combs? What? But no, they mean the drink. So.
Which apparently is a thing. I've never had it.
I've never had it. I don't even know what it is in it.
I want to imagine that it's that little guy from earlier is there just having a time, like just dancing.
Like just dancing.
Yeah, just
he's like
his
up on a
little fist,
platform.
like, he's on a table. Like,
And Batman's just like, give him all the zombies. All the zombies on me.
Yo, that guy's my boy. Yeah. Actually, that's the guy who was in Batman Returns on the side. It's just a little... It's like what's...
That guy just pops up whenever Bruce Wayne buys something out of nowhere. Just like, yahoo! Like, good job, Bruce. And then he like disappears.
He's like Marlon Brando when he started hanging out with that real little guy in Dr. Moreau.
Yeah.
That's Batman's guy. That's his green dude.
Absolutely. He's got to have a hype man.
He sure does.
So he's like, oh, I couldn't possibly have a zombie. I had a couple this morning, but I need to go get some air. And so he goes outside and he picks up his tiny cell phone because this is what? 2000-ish? Yeah, 2010.
So this is
pre-iPhone.
No, iPhone's already out.
Are you sure? This might be right before it.
iPhones came out in like 2008. That was like the first generation iPhone, I think. Or maybe before that. Because I had an iPod Touch. I had an iPod Touch. Right.
You're right, 2008.
And I thought about getting an iPhone at one point because I needed to get a new phone. Or I needed to get a new iPod, but I was like, hey, maybe I should get one of these iPhones. But I never did.
Right.
And I didn't until obviously much later. But this was that. And so right now, but Batman, it's 2010, so he's still got like burner phones probably.
I'm assuming. I mean, even though he doesn't really need one because they have like a coded conversation because he calls his friend, Clark Kent, to be like, hey, Clark, you're working late. Literally no one else there. In the office, and he's like, I just wanted to give you a tip about this thing that Batman and Superman dealt with last time with the dead people. Kind of going on again. It might make for a cool story. And Clark's like, I could fly down. But they have this picture of Clark, like, he's in a darkened office for some reason.
Yeah.
And he's like walking through it, and he goes into, I'm assuming this is a storage closet.
Yeah. Well, they're talking about working late.
Yeah.
Because Batman is like, hey, I caught you working late, It's like, you shouldn't be doing that. It's bad for your health, or haha. And like, Superman's like, oh, you're being a hypocrite. It's like, oh, guys, just fucking kiss.
Yeah,
just
seriously. These two need to just fucking kiss.
Yeah. So, but Superman's about to go into this closet, and I don't know if it's the way that they drew it or whatever, but like, he looks like he's wearing sunglasses in this one photo. He kind of looks like it's not Mr. Anderson. The Hugo Weaving guy from the Matrix.
Agent something.
What's that guy's name? Agent Smith? Sure.
Yeah, I think it's Agent Smith. He also looks like Bruce with just glasses on.
He looks a lot like Bruce here. You would think this is Bruce, but it's not.
So he's like, oh, I think I could fly down there. And he goes into the closet and he opens his shirt. And it's a big old S.
Uh-huh.
And of course, he's like, this is a job for Superman. And of course, not just Superman written out. It is his fucking logo.
No, they can't. DC can't say it's a job for Superman without putting the logo there. They have to do that.
So, so that is where we leave it.
Yeah, so next issue, we're going to see what Superman's going to be doing here. And we're going to see what's going on with that werewolf. And catch back up with those folks.
And the zombie, and the buff zombie, and the old lady witch. Maybe we'll even come back to like why there was that woman that they took out in the very beginning of the last issue. We still haven't seen her. That woman's body. Remember they stole that woman's body?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe if I read it again, maybe I'll figure that out because I didn't quite understand that.
Yeah.
But we'll see. But yeah, that's going to do it for this week's episode. Thanks for listening, everybody. You can find us on our socials. I'm at Angry Hero Sean. She's at Jen Stansfield. You can find us on Facebook, all that stuff. worstcollectionever@gmail.com is the email. Please review us. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. I'm thinking about all these things at like one point.
Give us 5 stars.
Yeah, give us 5 stars and review us, but also email us, worstcollectionever@gmail.com. Say hello. And then also rate and review us. And also YouTube at Worst Collection Ever. That's the podcast on YouTube. You can find a playlist with all the new episodes as well as some shorts that we do from the episodes. I think that's really rad that we get to do that. And it's a lot of fun. So we will hopefully see you over there. And once again, folks, thanks for listening. We'll talk to you again next time.
Bye.